Good afternoon, everybody. Today, we are going to continue the revision of the poem Past, Present, and Future. In last period, I have recited the poem and told you the summary of the poem Past, Present, Future. So, once again, now we are doing the question answers. We are revising the question answers. First question is read the poem aloud using proper rhythm and intonation. You have to read the poem, recite the poem. Tell me, smiling child, what the past is like to thee. An autumn evening soft and mild, with a wind that sighs mournfully. Tell me what is the present hour, a green and flowery spray, where a young bird sits gathering its power to mount and fly away. And what is the future happy one, a sea beneath a cloudless sun, a mighty, glorious, dazzling sea stretching into infinity. Link the items in the three columns properly. Second question. The past, the present hour, and the future. So A, B, C, this is given. You have to link up. Now, the past. What is the past? The past is a soft and mild autumn evening. A pleasant time which has ended. The present hour. A green flower spray where a young bird sits. A time full of life in which you gather strength. The future. A sea beneath a cloudless sun. An exciting, thrilling time which has no end. Okay. So this is the words we have to link. Find the meaning of the following words. Find the meaning with synonym. Okay. Question number 3. Question number 3 is find the meaning of the following words. The words are given: thee, mournfully, spray, and mighty. Thee. What is meant by thee? Thee means you. Thee. This is the old English word, old archaic word. In old times, they were using these words in the poem. Okay. Thee. Mournfully means sadly. Second word is mournfully. Mournfully means what? Sadly. And spray means a flowering branch. Spray means a flowering branch. Might. Might means physical strength. Physical strength. Now, might means physical strength. Question number 4 is write the adjectives that are used to describe the following words. The words are given and we have to write the adjective. Okay, which was used the following words. Evening. Evening is the first word. So evening is soft and mild. So soft and mild is the adjective. Evening dash soft and mild. Spray. Green spray, flowery spray. Green and flowery. That are the two adjectives. C. Mighty, glorious and dazzling. SEAC. C is what? Mighty, glorious and dazzling. So these three adjectives are used. Now, write one line about each one of the following with the help of the poem. Yes, it is very important question. So, it can be asked in the exam. Write one line about each of the following with the help of the poem. So, one word is given and from the poem you have to write down the one line. Wind in the autumn evening. Wind in the autumn evening. Its sigh expressing the sadness. Its sigh expressing the sadness. Young bird on the spray. Young bird on the spray means young bird sits on the flowery branch, gathering all its physical and mental strength to explore the blue sky. Wind in the autumn evening and young bird on the spray. See, again I tell you, wind in the autumn evening means what? Answer is its sighs expressing sadness. Its sigh, S-I-G-H, sigh expressing sadness. Young bird on the spray. Young bird. Young bird sits on the flowery branch, gathering all its physical and mental strength to explore the blue sky. To explore the blue sky. Okay. Now, see. Language study. Language study. A simile. Simile is figure of speech. You know that. Simile and metaphor. So in previous class, we have also study the simile, figure of speech, simile. You know the simile, personification, metaphor. Okay. So these are the figure of speech. So out of which two we have to study here, simile and a metaphor. Simile and a metaphor. A simile is an imaginative comparison of two different things. Comparison करना है, but imaginative comparison of two different things. दो अलग-अलग चीजों के imagination comparison. Imaginative comparison of two different things which have something in common. लेकिन कुछ तो भी common है. Which have something in common. A simile always includes the words as or like. एक तो as और like ये दोनों में से एक word रहेगा. For example, as tall as a tree, as lovely as a flower. Okay, like this. As tall as a tree, as lovely as a flower. So this is the comparison. See. Now metaphor. What is metaphor here? A metaphor is an imaginative expression that refers to someone, something as another person or thing. Okay. Another person or thing. A metaphor is an imaginative expression that refers to someone, something as another person or thing. It shows that the person or thing has some quality of that other person or thing. The words as or like are not used in a metaphor. For example, he is a gem of a person. He is a gem of a person. Time is money. Books are our friends. Books are our friends. The clouds are white ship. The clouds are white ship. The clouds are white ship. There are three metaphors in the poem. Can you find them? So here question is asked. There are three metaphors in the poem. Can you find them? See, The first, an autumn evening soft and mild. Here the past is compared to an autumn evening. This is the first metaphor. Tell me what is the present ever? A green and flowery spring. Here the present is compared to a green and flowery spring. And third one is, and what is the future happy one? A sea beneath a cloudless sky. Here the present is compared to a sea beneath a cloudless sun. Here the present is compared to a sea beneath a cloudless sun. Okay, so these are the question answers. Now, what is the central idea of the poem? See, we will see. What is the central idea of the poem? The central idea of the poem is the child's definition of different periods of time. Child's definition of different periods of time, which is presented in the form of a dialogue. Okay, between the poetess and the child. This is the central idea of the poem. Now, what does the past stand for according to the child? What does the past stands for according to the child? According to the child, the past was a pleasant time, but they are the moments which cannot be revisited as they would never return back. Again, past time is never returned back. Okay. Now, how does the child define the present time? How does the child define the present time? See. For the child, the present is a time where he or she prepares for the future, which is unknown but also exciting. So it is the time to gather strength. It is the time to gather strength. Now, see, how is the present moment viewed with optimism by the child? How is the present moment viewed with optimism by the child? The child compares the present time to a green and flowery branch on which a bird is all set to take off and explore the unlimited possibilities which awaits. Okay. This tells us that the present is something which is viewed with by optimism by the child. The present is something which is viewed with optimism by the child, as he believes that once we gather strength, nothing is impossible. Once we gather strength, nothing is impossible. How do you define time? Now, what is time? How do you define time? According to me, time is the most precious gift we possess. It is up to us to make utmost use of it. We should plan and prioritize to make use of most of the time in the hand. How true is the Estonian proverb, wasting time is robbing oneself. Wasting time is robbing oneself. Okay. That is the time. So here we have revised this. Okay. We have revised this poem, past, present, and future. Now, what is your homework? Your homework is, see, homework. So this is very important, okay? This poem is very important for the exam point of view. Recite the poem, learn question answers of the poem, learn all question answers of the poem. Learn question answers of the poem, past, present, future. Okay? Recite the poem and learn the question answers. So, next lesson we will revise in the next period. Okay? So, do your homework. Bye.